Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Ursula Living, and I am your girl, the one, the only Ursula. Let me say this before we get started. If this camera freezes and you see me and I'm like, that means the camera froze. It's not that I'm being silly and just trying to make ugly faces, even though sometimes I do make weird faces. So anyway, I'm going to jump right into this video. This is an update that is long overdue for my health, wellness, and fitness journey. As you guys know, I had a baby last year in March, and I got approved to start back working out at the end of April. And so from that point on, I decided that I was going to give myself a year to see what my body can do, and if possibly could I get back down to my pre-baby weight and pre-baby body. And so that's what this video update is about. So the last time that we talked, I was doing Insanity Max 30, and I finished that program, and then I told you guys that I was going to be starting Insanity, which I did, and I had about a month left to try to reach my goal. So let's just back it up though. Prior to being pregnant, I was probably in the best shape of my life. I had just came back from Punta Cana, and when I came back from Punta Cana, I was very Pillsbury Doughboy, meaning I wasn't fat, but I definitely was a little puffy around the midsection, and I think that that just came from eating, not drinking a lot of water when I was there, and then also drinking alcohol. I mean, like, if you're going to go on vacation, I mean, do it up, right? But when I came back from vacation, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm little Pillsbury Doughboy. Like, I'm all, and I just didn't want to do that. So I decided to start, first of all, a cleanse. So I did the AdvoCare 24-day challenge. And if you guys would like more information on that, let me know. I've been meaning to do a video on AdvoCare and supplements and things that I do to help with my body. But yeah, so I did the AdvoCare 24-day challenge, and I also started Insanity. And so for the first month of Insanity and doing the 24-day challenge was absolutely amazing. I had great results going into month 2 of Insanity. I continued to take my supplements that I use from AdvoCare supplements, and guys, that stomach was gone. I started to see abs in the making. I was down to my lowest weight that I'd been in a while, and the inches were definitely gone. And I started to gain muscle, especially in my arms. So everything was great. Then I found out I was pregnant, and I was super excited, but I did not let that stop me from working out. And so I continued through my pregnancy, and I think that that really helped my pregnancy. Tidbit moment. I think that working out, eating good really helps your pregnancy. Also, I know a lot of us, when you're pregnant, you think, oh, I'm going to eat like 1,001 calories. Don't do that. You do need to add a couple hundred more calories, but that only equals out to like a snack. So those people that are telling you, oh, girl, I'm so hungry, I need to do, it equals out to about whatever good, healthy snack is, okay? And that's how you're going to maintain and good, healthy weight. And you are going to gain weight while you're pregnant, but it needs to be healthy. You don't want to gain like a tremendous amount of weight. I know genetics and DNA, sometimes whatever your body's doing or whatever you're doing to your body, you can gain weight. I gained about 30 to 35 pounds during my pregnancy. So, and that happened, most of it happened in the last trimester. So, I had a very good pregnancy. So, with that said, I worked out, and of course I did not do Insanity during my pregnancy, but I did do other workout programs, and I did a lot of things as far as walking and things like that to keep me active. I definitely was not the pregnant lady that made any excuses. We have a 2-story home, and I went up those stairs. I walked. I didn't make it a necessarily disability. I wanted to continue on like I was normal and be active, and I think that mindset and that activity really helped with my pregnancy. So anyway, fast forward, I'm pregnant, gained 35 pounds, and had the baby. And then at the end of at the end of April, the doctor went ahead and approved me to start working out. So tidbit number 2: if you want to lose your baby weight, first of all, have a plan. What do you want to do? I know that I was breastfeeding, and when you breastfeed, some people say, oh, that's how you're able to lose weight as well. I kind of agree with that because if you're breastfeeding and pumping, that does burn calories. You need to make sure that you are also intaking some calories as well, maintaining that healthy balance. Throughout my journey, do I feel like I could have made better progress? Yes. But I was someone who just wanted to take it slow and just see where my body was going to lead me with what I was doing. Because there definitely were good days and there were bad days as far as my nutrition and my fitness. So anyway, started working out, started with the 21-day fix, ended with Insanity Max 30. And I guess you could say the first month of insanity. And let me tell you guys, throughout my 1 year journey, I did do several 24-day challenges and continue to use my AdvoCare supplements, continue to do the workouts at home. Some I did outside as far as like walking, and we have a pond area here, so I did a couple laps there sometimes, lifting my little weights that I had. And by my 1 year mark, I reached my pre-baby weight. Notice I didn't say my pre-baby body because I definitely have a new body now. But I did reach my goal, so I was excited about that. Now, in the past month to month and a half, my weight has fluctuated just because I have not been working out as consistently as I was or that I could have been. And that is simply because a lot of, and this is what I've learned throughout my whole journey, and I've known this, but especially now that I have a baby, it's all about the mental. And when you let things get you down and when you let things bother you, that definitely plays a role with anything, not just with your health and your fitness, but or your fitness goals, but also just with your everyday life, whether it be work or relationships and things like that. So my mental just hasn't been there the past month and a half. I've let a couple of situations just kind of get me down, but I am back up. I'm actually on an AdvoCare 24-day challenge right now, and I'm doing wonderfully, and I decided I'm not going to let that stuff bother me, and I got to keep moving forward. Uh, Along the way, for any moms or moms to be, or if you just had a baby, or you know someone in your family that has, I just would like to say, give yourself time to lose the weight. Don't rush it, especially if you're breastfeeding, because I noticed that when I started to work out and get into my more intense workouts, sometimes my breast milk would slow down. So you really got to find a good, healthy balance. The most important thing is, yes, you want to take care of your body. So eat healthy. Be as active as you can, but most importantly, eat healthy. Let your nutrition, what you're putting into your body, be the most important thing. The fitness and your fitness level and getting your momentum and your endurance back up will come. But the most important thing is that you're feeding your body good nutrients, putting good things into it so that, especially if you're breastfeeding, you're able to pass that along to your baby so that your baby is healthy. So that's the most important thing. Thing number two, and I've had this mentioned to me, is that, you know, don't compare yourself to don't compare yourself to anybody else. And that's, again, anything in life. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. You don't know their background and how they're getting there and things that they're doing. So, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, sorry. But you don't want to do that. So, like I said, I had someone who said, well, I'm going to see what your body does. You can't do that. First of all, let's talk about genetics and DNA. For instance, when I was pregnant, I mean, yeah, the weight slowly went on, but I didn't even show till like probably, like truly show till like 7 months. I mean, that's the end of pretty much almost the end of your pregnancy. So, you really can't compare yourself. What my body does and what your body does is going to be totally different, depending on your genetics, your fitness level, how you're eating, what you're doing. I really didn't have a whole lot of cravings. And again, towards the end, that's probably, I'm not going to say it was truly a craving because I didn't think it was like crazy. But I remember one day I posted on Facebook a picture of some ice cream. It was cotton candy ice cream. It was blue. It had like Reese's Pieces and M&Ms in it. And it was like, yeah. So that was probably the most craziest thing that I ate or did, and that was at the end of my pregnancy. So, everyone is different and how they feel about their pregnancy, their mental state of mind, and emotions and things like that. So everyone is different. Don't compare yourself. Some people, after they have the baby, I mean, immediately they bounce back to their pre-baby weight. I obviously that didn't happen. I had to put in some work there. I did lose majority of my weight. I lost 25 pounds immediately. Immediately, like within the first week or two, or I'm sorry, the first week, I lost 25 pounds. So, you know, that extra 10 to 15 pounds is what I really had to work on. So that just, goes to show I didn't bounce back. I had to put in work. Some people do. Some people, they don't bounce back and they just, never start working out or they don't care and then they just slowly keep going and not working out and maybe eating unhealthy or not working out as much as they do. And so they gain the weight and things like that and they gain even more weight. I personally, like I said, I lost the weight. It was slow, and I'm glad that I did it that way. There are people that after they have the baby, they're smaller than what they were at before having the baby. So everyone's different. Don't compare yourself, and don't, please, for the love of God, do not let that be a determining factor of if you want to have a baby. Don't be that vain. If it's in your heart and in your soul, um, then have a baby. Don't base it off of other people and weight gain and stuff like that. You're going to gain weight. But what it is afterwards, and this is what I suggest, and this is what I did, is that, have a plan. Have a plan how, after you have the baby, what you want to do to get back to your weight, to your post-baby weight or body. Have a plan in place. I had a plan in place, and a lot of times, if that plan fall through, did it fail? Oh yeah, there were times when I wasn't consistent or I wasn't doing anything, but because I did have that plan in place, when I did fall off, I was able to look at my plan and go back to that and continue on. And I think having that plan in place truly helped me. But don't compare yourself along this journey, guys. Really, like, don't do that. Give yourself time. A lot of people say a year. That was my goal. Maybe it's going to take you a little bit longer. Maybe it's going to take you less. I have no idea. But definitely do your own thing. Don't rush it. Just let it happen, okay? And now, like I said, I'm fluctuating, especially within the past month or so with my weight, but I've gotten back on track and I'm just ready to do it. And one thing that I've learned from this is don't put pressure on yourself. Because that's just going to make things a whole lot worse. So definitely my thing is, first of all, have a plan in place, okay? Now let's back that up. Well, you know what? In no particular order. Have a plan in place, especially if you're breastfeeding. Just worry about that. Worry about your nutrition, and the weight and your health will show through. So just eat healthy, okay? Make sure that you're eating healthy and enough calories and enough food that's, going to keep that breast milk flowing, but also so that, you got to feed the baby, right? If that's what you choose to do. So, that's number 2. Number 3, give yourself time. And I probably just repeated that, but just give yourself time because I'm rambling now. But give yourself time. Have a plan. Worry about nutrition. Give yourself time, okay? Pray a lot. Pray. Pray a lot about your situation and what you're doing, okay? And lastly, especially if you're on a journey dealing with being a new mom and stuff, be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Enjoy the moment that you have with your kids. Enjoy that. That's so important. I know I'm like all over the place now, but that is so important. You're worried about your body, and you should. You want to be healthy and everything, and you want to be fit. But this is the time for your kid too, as well. And I'm not saying give that part of your life up, because I definitely haven't. I have worked out with my baby climbing all over me. But, worry about that. Don't beat yourself up. And I can't stress enough, have that plan in place. I mean, I think that's the most important thing. Have that plan in place for you to, so that you can when you do fall off, you know where to pick up at. You know where to bounce back to. I think that's the most important thing. And again, answering that $1,000,000 question, did I get back to my? Yes, I did. My post baby body is not there. My pre baby body is not there. I'm not as slim looking as I was, but I'm okay with that. I'm just going to continue to work on myself and get back into my fitness and being consistent. And I'm not saying that I'm going to have the same results, but I know that I'm going to be happy with my results. And I'm happy at where I'm at right now, actually. So that's the thing. So got back to my pre-baby weight. It can be done. But just remember, take your time, have a plan, make sure that your nutrition is up to par. That's the most important thing. 3 things that I can give you. Work out when you can. Don't push yourself. Know your limits, especially if it's your first time working out after having a baby. Know your limits. And just, I don't know, guys. I'm rambling now, but just do what you got to do and be happy and love yourself along this journey. Embrace your body. Oh, and those pesky little stretch marks that you may or may not have gotten, love those. Love them. Love them, sisters. Love them. Because you know what? When I look at them, I'm like, oh, wow, this came because I had a baby. And yeah, you know, sometimes in your mind, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. You're like, oh my God, this is like so not attractive. But let me tell you something. Nothing is more attractive. Nothing is more beautiful than knowing that I carried God's blessing for 9 months, His creation. And it's just a reminder of that. And to me, it's not a bad thing. It's the most beautiful thing that I can say. And so when I go out to the beach or the pool or wherever I may be, am I going to put on a 2-piece? Hell to the, yeah, you best believe. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, okay? Shoot, be a sexy mom. Okay? Anyway, I hope that answers the question because I know that was the main question. Oh, and from here on out, what I'm doing, like I said, right now I'm on an AdvoCare 24-day challenge. I'm continuing with my fitness program. Right now, I am back to Insanity Max 30, especially because of the timing and everything, but I'm back to that. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not doing anything crazy, but along the way, I will post little videos about my fitness and health journey and what I'm doing. But right now, I'm just focusing on me and my nutrition, working out, and just loving my family. And when you're in a good mood, oh, and get some sleep when you can. And with all that mixed together, it makes the perfect or almost perfect situation. When you're calm, you know, putting God first, being calm, eating good, exercising, and just not only loving your family and putting energy into them, but put love into yourself and energy into yourself. And I promise you, baby weight, I don't know, weight that you've been carrying for however long, it will, I'm going to not say it will, but you will see results. And you'll be happy and content with the journey that you're on. So anyway, until next time, I don't know if I rambled or if any of that made sense, but it is what it is. Bye.